With the level of accomplishments this simulator can reach, this is certainly in line to be nominated for the best game of the year. But before we get further, welcome to the channel and don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the bell button for further notifications. A lot of things are going to be covered today, with the latest development updates, items in progress, the upcoming World Update 2, Marketplace, and not to forget a free add-on that can deem quite useful for you at the end of the video, so stick around. Update 6 was out last week, giving us a quick rundown of one of the top bug fixes with a 1.4 GB update. Let's not mistake, that's not a mere update, rather one of the primary bug fixes that were on the top list of bugs. With so many layers of fixes for Microsoft Flight Simulator, we hope not to come across any strange objects as we witnessed during the initial days. This week's development update looks quite interesting as we can't wait to see the upcoming World Update 2. The planned release is on the 24th of November. This has its spotlight on the US with various new features like challenges, landmarks, cities, airports, and many more. We don't know the nitty-gritty details, but we are certain to see a better resolution of primary cities that shouldn't be a surprise for us. Along with that, we should expect to see better terrains, altitudes, and other adjustments towards the region of the US that should be much more than a pleasing sight overall. Under the development update, the partnership series looks quite on target for new introductions. The upcoming plans with Honeycomb as their partner is always a positive idea for both Asobo as well as Honeycomb. Along with that, the introduction of the Experimental Aircraft Association, the EAA in short, with almost 250,000 members, can build a stronger base towards Microsoft Flight Simulator. This specific partner should be treated quite significantly. Over the weeks, the community under Microsoft Flight Simulator have given ideas. Now, with the EAA, this can welcome more ideas, improvements, and help advance this simulator further. Under the development roadmap, we observe minor changes. With the introduction of the EAA this month, as well as the World Update 2 release, the roadmap for December would be issued with more updates touching areas like the SDKs, third-party updates, and feedback snapshots. Over the last 3 weeks, we came across 3 updates, which is Update 4 that was released on the 13th of October, Update 5 which was released 2 weeks later, and Update 6 that was released last week. With Update 7 next in place for the release, we should hope to get more news on this shortly as we have no update for this as yet. With the current changes, we should look forward to see bigger updates, that is pretty much core updates from Asobo every month or two, which can address major fixes that would be termed sim updates. The feedback snapshot looks updated with more items towards the upcoming patch, which is Sim Update 2. However, there's no confirmation about the dates of this specific release as there are many items to be fixed. There have been progress towards the autopilot related issues for Garmin G1000 as well as the Garmin G3000 series. This would be addressed under Sim Update 3. The same progress applies on the live weather aspect, wind readings, facing inaccuracy, and many more. Of course, this would be addressed after Sim Update 2, which looks rather smaller with fixes towards the A320, the Cessna citation performance, as well as few other bugs. Sim Update 3, which is the next update, on the other hand, would address most vital bugs on the list. We hope to see the fixes take place to the A320 as they have many more areas to be taken care of. One of the top demanded wishes and items under development is the replay functionality. With the replay functionality in place and maybe the control tower view functionality, things can be much more interesting towards flight simming. There are many items on the list of wishes Asobo would like to address. We hope to see them address all, as few of them are right now under development and few of them are still on the planning stages. The software development kit has made some changes towards implementing more areas towards coding. Right now, they have been occupied with final fixes before releasing the next update. There have been many more areas under the scenery editor as the team have seen many more improvements along with better SDK functionalities. There have been more enhancements in the process across the board for all editors on DevMode as they have seen refinements in stability. The node-based visual systems have many items that have gone through the approval process with the teams including production support. Not to forget, the WebAssembly areas have seen overall good performance for loading and execution under all aspects of the simulator. By far, the application that has the maximum amount of attention from the development standpoint, third-party standpoint and the users. Of course, there's a lot of commotion from the last 3 months as it appears that the amount of progress towards the simulator has been quite exponential. On the VR front, the update is based on testing efforts that have been ongoing over the last few weeks. This has and would become an item of interest in the coming days as it has been quite focused on the spotlight at Asobo. The VR part of the application can be more engaging as this can look more positive towards the release times in the coming days. We don't have a set date for this yet. However, looking at the plans of releasing the VR version soon after the HP Reverb's G2 launch, this shouldn't surprise us to see it sooner. At the moment, HP's VR headsets look quite promising and it appears that these headsets won't ship until 2021. But it's definitely worth giving it a try for $600. This headset supposedly offers a strong value with very good visuals and satisfactory tracking. The next round of developer Q&A is on the 25th of November at 10 AM PST. Make sure you can be a part of this as we can learn a lot more directly from Asobo. If you do have any questions, you can always feel free to post them on the forums. The link to the forums can be found in the description below. One of the fun parts of Microsoft Flight Simulator is the community events. Mark your calendars at the upcoming community event on the 20th. This is always certainly so much fun with a lot of users. You can find the link to the description below to view the entire calendar of community events. Be it any time zone, you will find yourself occupied experiencing more joy with your fellow pilots. Under the third-party updates, in total there are more than 1,000 applications under the Marketplace Partner Program. Under Payware Partners, there are more than 200 companies that have been participating in this. In total, there are about 88 Payware partners that have already been through the approval process. In the coming weeks, we should see around 150 add-ons that will be released shortly. Currently, an additional 250 products are already in production. There is a grand total of 400 products in production in the coming weeks, which is dramatically quite vast. In the current week, we received more than 80 applications towards developments. With a grand total of more than 1,300 applications that have been approved towards Microsoft Flight Simulator, we wouldn't be surprised to see the Best Game of the Year title received for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Not to forget, for those of you who love flying their Cessnas like me, you can further improve the landing and taxi lights with a free add-on. You heard it right, it's free. We could notice a dramatic improvement in the lighting after installing this free add-on. All you need to do to get this add-on is to download the link, check the description below and place it under the community folder. It's always nice to see how community members participate, engage and bring this community much more closer, hence improving the simulator to be a much more amazing product. Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe for further notifications in this regard. Do leave a thumbs up if you like this video, as it can always mean a lot to me. Have a good rest of the day and stay tuned, guys.